This video sponsored by Meeple Movers. No minimum order, no subscriptions. Free shipping on every item, every day. At meeplemovers.com.
Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I'm Brian, and today I've got a game called Custom Heroes. Custom Heroes is a 3 to 6 player card crafting ladder climbing game by Clair and published by AEG. In this game, players lay down cards trying to be the first to get rid of their hand. It's a ladder climbing game, so if someone lays down 2 3s, the next player must play 2 of something higher than a 3, and so on. If you cannot play, you must pass. When everyone has passed, the last player to lay down cards wins the trick and begins the next one by laying down new cards. This is also a card crafting game, so advancements can be added to the cards. Some increase or decrease the base number, and others add special powers. The fun thing is that these advancement cards get reshuffled at the end of the round, so next time someone else might end up with it. So let's check it out, and I'll show you how to craft cards, how to use powers, and how to get 10 gems to win in Custom Heroes. To set up, give each player a player screen. Set these up. There. Alright, and this is on the back, so this is the placement reference. So it's got, to win you have to finish first with 10 or more gems to win, and then you reset to 9 if you have more than 10. And you didn't go out first. So, so this is basically what you get. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 player game, and then this is what place you get, and it shows you what you get. We'll talk more about that later. Then you take all of the basic cards. There are cards numbered 1 through 10 for each player. So shuffle these up, and then you just set these in a pile there. Then give each player an Ascended Form and a Kadora. So each player gets one of those, and we can say what these do later. Put them behind your screens. So each player begins the game with 1 gem and 2 power tokens. So 2 there, 2 there. Hearts everywhere. Then make a pile of the pieces there. Now take all of these advancement cards and put them back into the bag that I just poured all the gems out of. Put that there. You are now ready to begin. Custom Heroes is played in phases. The first phase is the upkeep phase. So basically in the upkeep phase, you deal all the cards out. So this is also the time to play your Kadora, which is basically you get double gems if you win, but to do that you have to have 2 gems, so you can't do this on the first round. The next phase is the main phase, and this is basically when you play your cards. So the first player is the player who won the previous round, which in the first round, let's just say it's the previous game. So let's have this player go first. So when you go, you basically play sets of cards. So this is a ladder climbing game, so you can, sorting my hand some, you can play sets of these cards. So you can play singles, doubles, triples, but I have actually 3 7s right here. So now I can start with them. So I'm going to play these 3 7s first. Then the player next to me takes out their hand. They can try to play 3 of something. Now, if they can play 3 of something, which is kind of unlikely, it has to be higher than 3 7s. So like 3 8s, 3 9s, or 3 10s. Equal to or greater. So I could also play 3 7s if possible, which that's really only possible with singles or doubles. So I don't have anything like that, so I pass. This player looks at their hand. We've got we got 2 9s, but no triple. This player three 3. Nope, also doesn't have anything. So basically, these 3 cards are then out. And then the player who
just won the last one gets to play again. So now let's do a double. So we got 2 4s. So now we have to play 2 4s or 5s or 6s and so on. So we got 2 6s, and now we have 2 9s. All right, and now this player has the other 9. So when you play equal to, so that's 2 9s and then 2 9s, you skip the next player. So this player doesn't play, and now this player goes. And if they have 2 10s, I can play that, which they do. And then this player can play 2 10s if they have them. Pass. So you keep going until each player has passed, or actually you keep going until play comes back to the player who last played. And they don't have 2 10s, and that means this player doesn't have 2 10s. So that's out. So this was actually, the last player. And you basically keep going. Let's explain one single. So let's say I play 2. And we just keep going around, playing higher cards than each other. And this one, it's easy to skip players on. And you just basically keep playing until it comes back to the same player as normal. Now, the thing is that you have your Kodora, which I kind of already explained, or you have your ascended form. So if we played all over 10s, and we're all up to 10, we can put this in. So basically, you take this and you slide it into one of your cards, and then you pay the cost at the bottom. So that's 2 power tokens. So you take 2 of these power tokens, you pay them, and then you play it. And basically, what this ascended form is that it beats all of the other cards. So then that immediately ends it, and you can't ascended form an ascended form. And now later, there is one less. Well, you can still play it as a 1 instead of the ascended form, that cost is only when you play it as that ability. So, and then you go until one player got rid of all of their cards. That player's first, and then you keep playing for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th places. As on the screen, you go for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th places, and then you get the things. So the first player, say this player, they get 5 gems and 1 upgrade. So they get their 5 gems and 1 of these. So basically in this bag, it's just a whole bunch of more upgrades, and they draw a 1, and then they put it behind their screen. So nobody else knows what it is. So this card is a wild if played in a set. So if you had all 4 10s, you could add this in as a 5th 10. So then you could play 5s. And these cards really get really crazy after a while. So then the player who got 2nd place gets 3 gems, 1 power token, and 2 upgrades. And then you keep going on. That player loses 1, they get 2 power tokens and 3 upgrades. So you get more upgrades the more you lose. Alright, so also, let's look at this. So this upgrade is mostly clear, and it just makes any card an 8. So you take this card, and you sleeve it, and now it's an 8. Now, you notice this has a green dot that it didn't have before. It's on this thing. It has a little green dot. And then the Kodara and this thing have a little yellow dot. Notice they're in different spots. So, yeah, you can sleeve up to 4. So this +1, it's a +1 ability, and it's red. So that one goes there. And then we have this blue one, which is +4. So you can sleeve up to 4, and then it's all these 4 colors, and then it's 8 + 1 + 4. So that's 13. You can have that up to. No, you don't have to do that. And these numbers get pretty crazy. Like there's 14, and then there's a 21 in there. Then there's cabbage that takes 1 away. So play continues, playing these rounds, taking your gems until a player gets first place in a round and has 10 or more gems. And they are the winner. So you keep doing these rounds. Now, if at the end of the 6th round, no player has won, then you go into a championship round. So the championship hand is between the player who won the 6th round and the player who has the most gems. If the player who won the last round also has the most gems, they immediately win. That's how to play Custom Heroes.
Okay, got my dad here for Parents' Opinions. So Dad, what do you think of Custom Heroes?
I love Custom Heroes. Ladder climbing is not my favorite of the trick-taking genres, but this is my favorite ladder climbing game because of the versatility that the card crafting brings.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool that they continued on the tried and true card crafting from Mystic Vale, Edge of Darkness, and put this into this Custom Heroes game.
Yeah, definitely. spicing it up by changing the values, making things wild, just makes the later ends of or the latter rounds more crazy.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So, components. The box is really solid. It's holds the game, and it's really strong. Not that I've like tried to rip it apart or anything.
Would it survive a nuclear blast?
No. And then it's got the cardboard, gems, and yeah.
The cards.
Whatever it was. The power tokens.
Oh, the power tokens
Yeah.
and the shields.
Yes, and the player shields.
Yeah, those are all good. I like how these card crafting games come with sleeves, so you don't have to go get the sleeves. Although if it didn't come with sleeves, then you couldn't play it. So
Yeah. they're good sleeves.
And then the advancement cards come with this little film on them, which makes them really hard to shuffle.
Oh, yeah.
And so either you do it like we do, and we shuffle, and then every time it fails, you peel that one off, or you sit there and peel all of them off the day you get it, and
then you don't have to peel them off anymore.
yeah.
So artwork. This is like the anime manga style of Japanese art.
Yeah, it's not my favorite thing. We seem to be reviewing a lot of games that have that style on it currently. So maybe that's a thing. I don't know. I don't know. It just seemed like the world wasn't cohesive. There's like a robot, and then like a regular dude who looks kind of like he's an adventurer. And then, there's a girl in a short schoolgirl outfit. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't really seem to fit for me.
What I did like though was like the base cards all have different characters, and they're like going like this, so that when you put an advancement in there, you can have a flaming sword,
or you could be holding a cabbage,
which makes the value go down because entering a fight with a cabbage is probably not ideal. So I did think that was kind of cool how they incorporated the art with the sleeves.
Now I know. Now we have to find out what the strategical pros would be carrying a cabbage into battle.
I don't know. They might laugh at you. Then you could get the upper hand.
So strategy. This is a ladder climbing game. So it's kind of like a trick-taking game where you're playing these tricks out. So you could lead with your pair of tens, or you could lead with a 2. Like you can do whatever, but that is the choices in the game is what to lead with, and then if you have multiple things in your hand that match that, which one to play.
Yeah, and that's typical ladder climbing. Do you play sets and try to get all the way back to you, or do you try? You kind of want to be on the offensive.
Yeah.
But what this also adds is the ability to put advancements on cards.
So let's say I have like 3 7s, but I also have a 6. And I have a +1 advancement. I could put that in, and now I have 4 7s.
Sometimes when you're using those powers, you need to have the power tokens, though.
Yes.
And you need to play cards and not use the power in order to gain the power tokens, or you get some from losing.
Yeah.
I kind of like the catch-up mechanism. So there's a little table. And that helps out a lot. So that if you're not getting gems, you're getting a lot of advancement cards.
Yeah, so East for Kids, I don't think we played it with anybody younger.
Yeah, and I don't think I would. I would suggest probably middle school age, 10, 11, and 12, if they play games. If you ever played Hearts or...
Yeah, Hearts, Spades.
Yeah, and Tichu. I would say Tichu is probably the most famous of the ladder and most popular of the ladder climbing genre.
And then Ladder 29 from Green Couch.
Yeah, that came out last year. That's also ladder climbing that has a different take on that as well. Clubs.
Yeah.
From North Star. So anyways, it's just like that. So probably, I don't think the rules are that hard, and there's very little reading, so you can play with the younger kids, but I would suggest
the advancement cards do have some reading for the special abilities.
Yeah.
And then simple math for adding and subtracting. But it is just understanding what the cards mean and being able to play those sets.
Yeah, so who would like this type of a game?
People who like ladder climbing and trick-taking games.
Yeah, definitely. People who enjoy card games. They grew up playing, card games. It definitely has that feel. But why I like this one the best is it adds more uncertainty to the normal ladder climbing.
Yeah.
Because you change numbers, and then that sleeve card, you might get the card that I made last time.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, I made this super awesome card, and now you have it. So I thought that was kind of cool.
And then something that I also thought was cool, the beginning first couple rounds are normal, like first, second rounds are kind of normal. It's a normal ladder climbing game. But near rounds 4, 5, and 6, you're playing, like, you got your normal sets, like your 2-2s, but then you're throwing out your 2 23s. You never know what's going to come out with the wilds and the plus 14 card.
Yep. Yeah, overall, I really like this one. I had a lot of fun with it. So go check this one out if you like what you saw.
Mm-hmm. So, Custom Heroes by AEG. Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page, send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game. Visit our webpage, briansgotgame.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian. It's my dad. See you next time.